Good morning, Dragon family. How is everyone doing? So, I woke up to a dream, or not to a dream, but to a song in my head, like usual. I haven't heard the song in a while. Actually, to be honest, I didn't even know the name of the song. So I looked it up, and it was "Or." Um, 1 second, I'm drawing a brain fart on what the song is. It is called "Heard the World" by OAR. Listen to that song, and there might be something in there for you guys. I know it told me that the whole world, the whole ether is in the middle of a shift right now. And we just have to hold tight to what we have learned within the last couple years, especially this last year. I feel there's a lot of name shaming. There's a lot of people who don't really understand the ether the way that I understand it, the way that you understand it, the way that it should be understood. And that is the reality shift that's going on. There's just a huge, huge, huge reality shift. I can feel it in my bones. I feel a lot of people can feel it. It's just a lot of people aren't really opening up to the possibility of the higher power having as much control as they do. So that being said, I'm just gonna jump in the day's energies, see what's going on, see if I can get anything along those lines to come out in the cards. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I usually just read whatever comes out in the cards. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Everyone, the whole collective feels like they are overwhelmed, like they are sleeping on a bed of nails, sleeping on a bed of swords, and they feel like if they roll over, any way they roll over, they will fall off from the swords that are holding them back. But that is exactly what they need to do. They need to roll over, get off from those swords, and start removing those swords out of your back. Start removing everything that doesn't serve you. Start. You just need to not be so overwhelmed by every little tiny obstacle that stands in your way, because we are all getting obstacles. I know I'm getting obstacles left and right. My car, I still don't have a car. I have been without a car for 2 weeks. Well, been without a running car for 2 weeks. So we just need to keep going with the flow. We are almost through whatever this whatever is going on in the ether. We are almost through it. We need to stay vigilant within the choices that we have made in the past and not be so overburdened by some of the choices that we have made for our best interest. We have the tower in reverse. That's definitely a good sign. That's telling me that the tower moment has passed and it is now time for to start rebuilding the foundation from that tower moment. Start picking up the blocks from that tower moment. Don't worry about our choices that we have made in the past, and don't be so overwhelmed by every little obstacle that's standing in our way to getting our dream, to building our reality the way that we want it to be built. So we have the Fool. The Fool is just telling me that we just need to. Sorry, guys. Smoker's cough. Get a sip of my coffee. Actually, to be honest, that felt more like a throat chakra. That felt more like my throat chakra, like someone or something is trying to hinder me from speaking this message, but I'm going to speak it anyway. So we have the Fool. The Fool is just telling me that we just need to take a blind leap. We are having a hard time seeing what's going to happen. But if you look at this specific Fool card, she is sitting over the ledge, wondering what's going to happen if she takes that leap. But if you look at the bottom right underneath her, there is a rose. There is a white rose. And white is the color of clarity. White is the color of protection. So that's just telling me that Spirit is always protecting us no matter what kind of leap we take. I know it's early. It's only 8:30 here on a Sunday. So we have the Knight of Wands. All right. So the Knight of Wands is just telling me that there's a fiery message. There's a fiery message coming in that could reignite our hopes, that could reignite our dreams. We just have to stay vigilant, and there's definitely a leap of faith that we have to take. Now, as a collective, I just feel that this is Spirit trying to give us the push that we need to take that leap of faith. But I feel for the most part, the collective is letting fear control them on not taking that leap. There's a lot of fear in here. There's a lot of fear of past tower moments coming back to their reality. Spirit is definitely trying to tell the whole collective to take the leap and not to worry about the past. Face your past with a fiery passion. Light your light on the dark parts of your past so that it can illuminate the lessons that it has tried to teach you. Again, Spirit is just telling us, screaming at us, that we need to keep faith in what we believe. Spirit is trying to tell us that it is almost over. And we just need to hold on to the lessons that we have learned. Don't let those lessons become a burden on your future. If you do, the cycle will start over again. The cycle will start over again as long as if you hold on to the negative from the past, the cycle will start all over again. You just have to let go of the past, of being left out in the cold, of being put out in the cold. Shine your light on the dark parts of your past so that Heal that within yourself from the past. Heal the sword wounds that are in your back from the past, from your past. Start removing those swords and start healing those wounds so that your future can be bright. There's still a lot of negativity in the ether right now. Spirit is trying to tell us that we just need to let go of all of those past hurts, all of those past messages that didn't come through or came through and didn't work out. Control your emotions. Control your emotions like a child controls their emotions. Throw a tantrum if you have to, but make sure it's a tantrum that is controlled. Make sure it is a tantrum that is best for you. If you have to cry, cry it out. If you feel like screaming, scream at the universe. The universe will understand as long as that scream is let out with love. So we got the Page of Swords. I feel that this is spirit telling you guys, or telling us that we need to learn new ways to control the way we think about our thoughts, come at it at a more emotional approach within our own minds. Good morning, Rel. So we have the Two of Swords. This particular Two of Swords is screaming at me. I need to put my deck down to read this card. All right, this particular Two of Swords shows a lady or a witch or a wizard fighting off her demons in the moonlight. And I feel like there's something about a beach that could resonate with some of you guys. This particular Two of Swords she's not guarding herself like the normal Two of Swords is, but she's standing in a warrior stance, and she's letting go of the confusion within her mind. I feel like she's about ready to take that blindfold off and to see through the blindfold to see what she's been attacking. I feel like she has been attacking just because she's fearing the consequences of the actions that she has taken in the past. But she's about ready to take that blindfold off and look at the carnage that's around her. Oh, it does look kick-ass. All right, so the Three of Wands. This particular Three of Wands is just telling me that we just need to work on our stability within ourselves Work on your stability within yourself and not worry about waiting, not worry about whether or not this your dream is going to come to fruition. We need to there's something that we definitely need to study up on. I feel that it is our own belief that we just need to stand firm in what we believe and start spreading our knowledge that we have learned to the collective. Good morning, Jen. I was wondering who else was in here. All right, so we got the Emperor. I feel the Emperor is just saying that we need to stay firm in what we believe, be the Emperor of our lives, and start controlling the way we want things to happen instead of letting the universe give us shit. All we have to do is tell the universe, scream at the universe, stop giving me shit. I have learned my lesson. I want the real deal. I want the real message. And I have a feeling if you do that with passion, if you do that with gumption, if you do that with all of your heart, the universe will hear you as long as you say it with 100% fortitude. Then the universe will have no choice but to give you what you want. Okay, so I feel like the universe is trying to decide whether or not you deserve this, or whether or not the collective deserves this. I don't want to say deserves this because we all deserve it. But I want to say the collective is, or the universe is, try not to use words that seem like they are judging. But that being said, the universe is judging us is putting everyone on two different scales. These scales are screaming at me. These scales are screaming at me. Exactly, Rel. The scales on this particular card are screaming at me, are just telling me that the universe is putting everyone who deserves, whether or not we ascend or whether or not we stay in the same place. But that's what I'm feeling that's going on right now. I just feel like the universe is trying to tell us all something, and we all just need to start getting on the same page, getting on the same wavelength, getting in the same frequency for the So we have the Ten of Wands. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. All right. So my next two cards are going to be what the universe is juggling right now, what the universe is weighing out right now. So we have the Ten of Wands on one scale, and on the other scale is the Seven of Cups. So this is exactly what I was just saying. The reason the universe is testing us so much right now is because there are a lot of people who are trying to make up the decision of the choices that they have. And then there are other people on one side of the scale, we have the Seven of Cups. On one side of the scale, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is choices, is whether or not you've been deceived, whether or not you made the right choice in the past. And then on the other side, we have the Ten of Wands. So there are some people who are definitely 100% sure about their choices that they have made. And so right now, the scales are doing this kind of thing. Because there's some people who are going back and forth, going from this card or from this side of the scale to this side. So there's just a lot of play in the ether right now. I feel once this retrograde or once this week is over, I feel that the scales will start leveling out. There needs to be a balance within these two. Within these two scales, there needs to be a balance, and that is what we are all feeling. We are all being tested. We are all being tested beyond our beliefs. Everything that we have learned is being tested. Everything we have learned spiritually is being tested a lot lately. For those of you on a spiritual path, which I feel a lot of you guys, I know, the 19th, it's a few more days, Jen, a few more days. Exactly, Jen. My gangsta is being tested. That card flew out. So we got the Six of Cups. So like I said, I feel like this will be over soon. Balance is going to come. There may be a reconciliation coming for some. I want to say maybe Virgo is involved. Good morning, Jeannie. So we have the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups. All right, so these two cards, believe it or not, I feel are mirroring each other. This is two different people, or this is two different energies that's completely mirroring each other. We got the 4 and then we got the 6. So when you write those out in Roman numerals, the numbers are mirroring each other. So this is, I feel one person is deep in thought and looking at their cup, waiting for this to happen. or waiting for a sign for this to happen. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is telling me the other person is ready for this to happen. Not only are they ready for this to happen, but they feel it coming. It could be a reconciliation of a past flame that just, or it could be just a friend that's coming back from the past to offer them some guidance. Wow, my viewers just jumped up. I have 6 people in here, only 2 likes. Can I get you guys to hit the like button, please? All right, so we have the 7 of coins. All right, there is something that is not being revealed. Something that's not being revealed, and it's something that is going to when it does come to fruition, when this plant is picked, when this seed that you have planted is ready to be picked, it's going to bring a great amount of emotions. It's going to bring a great amount of emotions that's just going to make you very, very happy. And I still have 2 people in here that hasn't hit the like button. Can I get some balance in here, please? All right, so we have the 4 wands. All right, so once the seeds that you have planted are ready to be picked, and they are picked, they are gathered, it's gonna bring in a emotional, it's gonna bring in some form of emotional support for you. And it's gonna seem like this emotional support is going to make everything make sense. Good morning, Gigana. Right, so we have the 9 of Wands. And then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So those 2 are very similar energies. Those 2, but one's in reverse, one's upright. So there's somebody here who has let down their guard, who is no longer in a warrior stance and is now standing in front of their wall, just sitting in front of their wall, just allowing the universe to give them something, to give them what they want. Good morning, frequencies. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. So remember earlier in the read, I was saying the lady in the Two of Swords looked like she was about ready to take her blindfold off. Well, this Two of Swords, the blindfold is starting to fall, is starting to come down. So that is what's going on. The collective is starting to see through the blindfold, and so therefore that blindfold is able to fall. And she's not so much confused about what to do. Again, I feel like the collective just needs to hold faith to the lessons that they have learned, to the all right, so we have the Emperor and we have the Page of Swords again. So this is just telling me that there's something that we need to learn, and we need to learn it quick. We need to learn it with passion. There may be a father figure that could be influencing this learning of something. I'm going to ask what we need to learn. Just flipping my cards over. My cards are all discombobbled in my deck. All right, so we have the King of Swords. All right, so this is just telling me that if we keep that there's somebody here that if they keep on the way that they keep the way that they are going to be going backwards instead of forward. This is a warning for you guys that there's something that may cause you to feel like you are going backwards. All right, so we just got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is just telling me that, or no, that's the Justice card. I'm sorry, that's the Justice, not the High Priestess. So the Justice is just telling us that we need to keep our balance. We need to hold on to the truth that we have learned. Good morning, Lorian. All right, so I just got the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Star card. Or no, that's Temperance. I'm sorry. These cards confuse me on what cards they are. Sorry about that. So there is a partnership here. There is a divine partnership here. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. But I feel like there's some emotion that needs to be spoken. The truth of a matter needs to come out. There's some truth that needs to come out for balance to happen. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Or no, this is the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel that this truth that is going to come out has already started to come to fruition. It's moving in really, really slow. So you guys may not see it coming. Or you guys don't see it. You guys don't see it. But Temperance is just saying that you just need to allow it to work, and this will come to fruition. You just need to believe it. I feel there's a lot of belief that there's definitely truth that needs to come out. No doubt about that. Truth that needs to come out, because I have two major arcanas or two court cards, and then the Justice card, and they are all holding swords. So they have already all cut out the negativity from the situation, and they are now balancing out what their next move is going to be. And I feel once they do find their balance, they will be able to speak their truth. They will be able to hold firm to what they believe in. Alright, so I'm just going to pull a Dragon Fate Oracle and read out of the book for you guys. And then that'll be my message for the day. Thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate that. Because I not only read the cards, but I feel the cards. Like, for instance, some of the cards that I'm reading, some of the cards that I read, the energies that I get off from them just don't match the definition of the card. Oh yeah, this particular Two of Swords, this Two of Swords is just screams at me. It's like she's warding off her demons, and she's saying, "Come get me. Who's next?" And she's ready for the next fight. She's ready for the next. If anything messes with her, she's gonna. That card really does scream at me. I can't stop staring at it. Alright, so the Dragon Fate Oracle is the Green Lady of Dreg Gulch. So it's the chosen one. It's a very earthy card, very grounded. And it's almost like Mama Gia. The earth is trying to tell you to prepare yourself, because you are the chosen one, and you have a destiny to fulfill. I'm going to read out of the book for that. It's number 14, which reduces to a 5. So there may be a change that needs to happen, or change. Like I said in the beginning of this reading, change is definitely happening. I just feel like there's a lot of confusion on what that change is, and as you guys know, a lot of people don't do well with change. A lot of people fear change, but you cannot fear the change that is coming, because the change that is coming is going to happen whether you like it or not. All right, so the lady of why did Grig Gulp speaks. I'm sorry if I butchered how that's pronounced, but it says, I hereby declare that the future of the planet and its green spaces over which I preside are in your hands. Earthchild, yes, your hands. Do not deny or defy this. As you have within the as you have within you all that is needed to create a better life for us all. I now ask I now ask you to take a look around at the world, things of your environment to purposefully bring to birth the green world again, with each breath out and each breath in. The forest and you keep breathing together. You are breathing in what the trees no longer need, and what you breathe out, these tree beings take in. Can you not see the perfection in this? Please understand that no matter how small of a part you feel, how small of a part your part may feel, you are indeed and word and in energy a chosen one of the green world. I am I who am one of the forest of the heart know that every small planting you take and make will bring to birth more beings. I am with I am within each forest. It is at its very heart. At my heart grows lighter as the plant the seeds of my forest future. Undertake to create more of its green world today, and know that you and I are one. Through our origins, maybe vastly separate in time and space, we are one. We live as one, know as one, and this green world of our is our serenity and bliss on this planet. I love you and will remember you, and tell your tale to my kin, so we can all be peacefully together again. You are so precious, you are beloved. Sorry about my reading. I'm horrible about reading out of the book. That's why I don't really read out of the book too much. But this is just pretty much saying that we have the control of what's going on in the earth. We just need to believe that within the whole collective. We all just need to believe it, and we all just need to start doing our part, no matter how small of a part we are doing. One person can change the world, and I believe that. I just feel that the whole collective on the earth just needs to get on that same page. That's all I'm going to get for the reading. I'm going to pick up my cards and chit chat with you guys for a little bit. I hope that didn't confuse anyone. I tend to confuse myself while I'm reading sometimes. Well, that's when I just need to. That's when I tend to get fumbled, is when I start getting conflicting ideas. How you doing, Joe? I didn't even see you come in. You must have came in while I was reading that card. All right, so this is where I'm going to say goodbye or say farewell. I don't really like saying goodbye too much, because I look at goodbyes as forever. So I will talk to you guys all later. I got shit to do. I'm gonna clean my apartment a little, and then probably go make some money. I have my friend's car, so I'm probably gonna go take advantage and make some money for a little bit today. I hope you guys all have a great day. I love you all. And yes, I agree with you, Jen. My manifestations abilities have been off the charts lately. So keep on rising your frequencies. Keep riding that wave. Ride that wave till you can't ride it anymore. All right, I love you all.